All right. Well, hi, I'm Sean Collins.
I'm Stephen Barry.
This is We Feed Them, a podcast about the people and the stories that shape the food industry. And today, we've got a doozy. Not really, it's pretty normal, but here we are today.
Yeah.
What up, dude?
I feel a little unprepared for this, but Sean's got my back this week. It's been a rough week, man. I had Saturday and Monday off, and it still didn't feel like enough time.
Well, I've threw together 2 segments on the back of invoices, and we were so slow tonight that one of them I just did while I was cooking. So unfortunately, I kind of wish I didn't have the time too, because we would have been busy. But we won the wing competition officially. Yeah. So boom. I'm pretty excited. I found out the people that we were against, I thought that we both fried in beef tallow. I said that on 2 episodes ago. They do fry in beef tallow, but their wings on their website apparently are smoked and baked. So they're like actually totally different wings. But we won, dude. I'm gonna get a trophy. I think I'm gonna drill it to the wall, and I'm gonna make like jokes about it, like come get a photo with your trophy, Mishawaka. You know what I mean? It's gonna be good. I'm excited.
Probably sell some more wings.
Yes. I'd rather sell more burgers, but that's okay. So why was the week so hectic?
I don't know, man. I really don't. I think I'm just burnt out.
What can you do about it?
Quit my job.
What can you do that doesn't require like quitting the job?
I don't know, man. I think I just need a vacation is all.
Could you do that? I mean, they've got like some of the out-of-town corporate managers helping right now, right?
Yeah.
Could you just be like, no, because this is probably a time that you don't want to.
No, I mean, I have vacations scheduled already. So.
Yeah. Where are you going? Bermuda?
No, I have time off of work scheduled.
Yeah.
Just put it that way. Yeah, I'm just waiting it out at this point, and there's nothing really that you can do other than just grind it out. I just feel like I've been getting kind of lazy outside of work. Obviously,
It's just piling up type shit.
Yeah. It just is what it is. I mean, I've been enjoying sleep a lot lately. So
Whatever, dude. Enjoy sleep. Like you're enjoying something, so just don't run away from it.
Anybody else get to the age where you're just looking forward to sleeping?
Man, I still fight it. Like we always tend to talk about video games, and I wasn't gonna bring it up, but now I'm gonna do it anyways.
I mean, I think it's been
I
a
just
pretty
downloaded
big part of our
Halo
lives.
Infinite, which I've played before,
Yeah.
and I was really disappointed by the campaign, so I deleted it. But I recently re-downloaded it, and I was it always brings back this nostalgia for me of just playing like Halo multiplayer online. So I was up a little too late last night doing that. But you got to get it together because next week you're going to have to mow your grass. That's what it's looking like because it's going to rain the rest of the week. It rained today. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm pretty sure. And my grass is already starting to sprout. I got green onions that I planted last year that are already like harvestable, which is cool.
Yeah, my grass is coming in, and it's kind of funny because my yard just looks like shit right now. Did like a half-ass job raking last year and just kind of left a lot of leaves. And
This is the worst on the block.
I mean, it might be.
Dang, it can never be the worst on the block.
But I live around affluent people that have landscapers and stuff.
Damn, really?
Yeah, so I don't think. I mean,
Get a landscaper. Get like a high
right,
schooler.
dude. I don't even think I have money for a high schooler.
Yeah. I switched all of my lawn tools to electric last year, and I love it, man. Battery-powered lawnmower and everything. So the shit that I threw together, I'm going to run it down. Well, one is a chopping block, so we're going to do a chopping block. You tell me which one you want to do first. The chopping block is trying to figure out your dream job, but it's kind of silly. And the other one, we don't have a name for. I got to stay organized here because you can tell I'm already very organized. The other one is 6 celebrity chefs, or well-known at least chefs, and I'm going to give you the names of those 6 chefs, and then I'm going to read to you 6 jobs, and you try to match which one had that job.
Okay.
And we don't have a name for that.
All right.
But
Well,
Matching block. I don't know what you call it, but
give me the chopping block.
you want to do the chopping block first? Okay, cool. The chopping block, Steve's dream job.
Yes,
Chopping
sir.
block.
This is what it's going to be when I quit the restaurant industry next week from burnout.
These are all restaurant jobs
Oh,
because this is a restaurant podcast.
yeah. Thought it was going to be like astronaut.
Sorry. Ooh, that would have been cool. Oh, I should have thought of something like a space culinary engineer. Anyways, these are all hospitality-based jobs.
All right.
And I don't know. Usually we set some sort of a precedent like, oh, does this, like when we do chopping block on food themes, it'll be like, oh, is this food that you're eating at my house or is this food at a restaurant? I don't know what to set for this one. I would say some of these jobs are so vastly different. The pay is different. The situations are different. So I think just take them as they come. And I guess just like give your commentary on what you think.
Are we going to say if all pay were equal?
I wouldn't think so because some of the better paying jobs have higher demand.
Yeah.
And so why would you take a high demand job for the same pay as a low demand job?
Yeah. You can make 80 grand a year being a dishwasher.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm doing straight away. So I think just go ahead and think about the whole situation and you know what I mean? And be like, well, that's going to be good money, but a lot of pressure. Do I want to do that versus that's not good money and I don't know if I can afford to live there type shit.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, sure. And
Some of these have towns and cities in them. Maybe all of them should. But anyways, here we go. Chopping block. Steve's dream job. Okay, first one, a luxury cruise line cook. Think about the lifestyle of these two.
Yeah.
And you have to, let's at least say you have to do the job for like 2 years.
Okay.
A luxury cruise line cook or a biker bar bartender.
Well, let's see. Luxury cruise line cook. I think the pros are you get to be on a luxury cruise, which sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, in the belly of it.
Maybe you might meet some women, you know? That'd be dope.
Luxury cruise women
Yeah.
cheating on their mans? Like, what are you doing? You sliding in? Have you seen this etouffee? What's up?
But also, I don't know, the idea of being trapped on a boat. I've never liked the idea of being on a cruise to begin with.
Yeah, me neither.
So it's probably not the worst thing, but it's probably not the best.
Good experience. Look pretty good if you're trying to progress your career.
I think I get used to it.
I would imagine the money is good too, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Versus biker bar bartender.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably not the greatest money.
yeah.
Probably also drinking on the job.
Yeah. I could see that going one of two ways. It might be pretty fun,
Yeah.
or you might have to like break up fights and stuff.
Oh, yeah, true. I sort of picture it when I was writing it down. I pictured like, if you have the cruise job, you're sort of just nose to the grindstone. And when you come out of this, hopefully you have something good of it. With the biker bar, I feel you're just going home to the same apartment and you're like, that's good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll take the cruise line cook.
Ooh. Lux cruise line cook. Maybe there's an opportunity for advancement there.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one. Oh, I did this sillily. Oh, dang it. I did this all wrong. No, it's okay. It's all right. I know what to do. I know how to fix it. Okay, the next one is an assistant general manager at a Bob Evans in luxury LA, or a private chef who works for a traveling celebrity.
Are there any Bob Evans in luxury LA?
I have no idea.
I can't
let's
even
say you're
imagine that.
opening it. I mean, who knows?
I can't even imagine that being a thing, dude. Like,
Assistant general manager for Bob Evans in LA.
okay, yeah, let's hit the Gucci store and then we're gonna hit up Bob Evans afterwards.
I don't know, dude. Maybe you're a trailblazer and you're the assistant general manager of this trailblazing endeavor for Bob Evans.
That sounds like, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a terrible fucking gig.
But you'd be living in LA.
Yeah, but
Which I guess some people would not like, and some
I was
people
gonna say you have to deal with LA people all the time.
yeah, you would be them.
Yeah.
And the other one was private chef for a traveling celebrity. So
That sounds cool.
that sounds cool.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot of traveling, a lot of airplanes, and
Sure.
all right. Is that what you're going with?
Yeah.
Okay.
100% on that one.
A private chef with traveling celebrity. Excuse me. The next one, a test kitchen chef for Wendy's or a dishwasher at the White House.
Well, I don't want anything to do with the fucking White House at this point. I think I'd stay far away from that.
Might be good pay with benefits as a dishwasher.
Yeah.
And, you know, there'll be another regime. You can build a career out of this.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Well, no.
Pretty much. I don't think I would want to work for Donald Trump.
So you want to go test kitchen chef for Wendy's?
Sure, yeah, whatever the fuck that entails.
I don't know. I would imagine. It's high pressure to come out with the next big thing every day, and then to like, since you're not actually creating sales out of your hands, it would be. I would imagine the pressure would be very intense.
You're just creating items.
Yeah, you're creating items and recipes that can like sustain very, very low cost, high flavor, like the addiction factor of fast food, and try to find a way to edge out your competitors like Burger King and McDonald's, Taco Bell. You need to give us that next thing.
Manipulative, right up my alley.
I would imagine that's what it's like though. Like, that's on you. You need to produce that.
That does sound like a lot of pressure. I feel like I'd probably get fired from that job pretty quickly.
It would be unique though, I think. I wonder how much of it would be cooking and how much would be just chemical. Like, it almost, when I picture this, I almost picture lab coats and like goggles.
I go to Wendy's infrequently, and I can't remember the last time I saw a new menu item at Wendy's. Probably the Baconator, like 20-something years ago.
Dang.
So apparently their test kitchen guys are not doing a very good job.
You can level them up.
There we go. Well, yeah, I mean, it's going to win by default just because I don't know, just dishwasher at the White House sounds like a terrible gig to me.
Okay. Next, a sommelier in France. Beautiful, beautiful part of France. Women, your style everywhere. I don't know if you're into French women, but you are now. Or a U.S. Foods sales rep.
Well,
when I say it out loud, that's obviously a bad mismatch.
sommelier in France, surrounded by the most beautiful women in the world.
Nude women, just thirsty for wine. And there you are, a sommelier with all of the wine knowledge. Or a U.S. Foods sales rep trying to hit bonus. Trying to sell to that biker bar bartender.
Yeah, I think the answer is pretty clear there.
I should add something extra to that U.S. Foods sales rep.
I think that sommelier job's going to go far in this bracket.
Really? Well, I didn't write down the beautiful women part, so maybe we should.
It's just implied.
We shouldn't amp it up as far.
A sommelier in France, except you have to remain celibate, and you don't get to be surrounded by any beautiful women at all.
Beautiful men, just hungry for wine, and you're the man with the plan. Okay, taste tester for Frito-Lay, or a Caribbean fisherman, self-employed.
That sounds pretty cool. Caribbean fisherman.
Could be dangerous.
Yeah. No, that's all right. Fuck it.
Could be deadly.
Yeah. You die.
You're quite decisive.
I mean, I think that being
I put my credit card information on podcasts.
I think that being somebody that eats Frito-Lay daily as your job is also probably pretty deadly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, yeah, I think I'm going to go with the fisherman job on that one.
What would put you over the edge for the Frito-Lay? What would make it more competitive? Would it be if it was in beautiful France, surrounded by beautiful women who are hungry for a Frito?
Yeah.
And there you are with a lifetime supply of Doritos.
Actually, to be honest with you, I think the pay might factor in on that one.
The pay?
And the Frito-Lay thing, I think it would be a stable job as long as it was good income. And you could probably live a pretty, comfortable, modest life there.
Yeah.
It's a pretty stark contrast to what I imagine being a Caribbean self-employed fisherman. Yeah.
That would be a unique job. I mean, it would be dangerous, of course, but I would imagine you would spend a lot of time sleeping on this boat. So your land life, I would imagine, is minimal.
Yeah.
And I guess that was like the thing that I would think would separate that the most is you're essentially living your life. Like all of your demands exist on the ocean, and you probably can't get a break, and that could be hard, because it's just you and your crew, or maybe it's just you. I don't know how small that crew would be. You're just gonna pull in a few fish a day. It's like a fisherman on a video game. Like, obviously, you need a crew.
Yeah.
But where the other one sounds very boring, but it probably, like you could sustain that lifestyle, I would imagine, and you could have hobbies.
Right.
Where I don't know if the fisherman has hobbies, unless you're really into that.
Yeah.
But it could be very cool. So you're going with a fisherman?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one, the food and beverage manager for Willis Tower, that's formerly known as Sears Tower.
Okay.
Or a dishwasher at the French Laundry, which is a 3-star Michelin restaurant in California.
Huh. The food and beverage manager for the Willis Tower, or dishwasher for a 3-star Michelin restaurant.
Yeah, French Laundry, very famous.
French Laundry. Huh. Well, that's complete opposite ends of the spectrum there.
Yeah.
Well,
imagine your foot in the door of a 3-star Michelin restaurant. I feel like it's something.
Also, they probably pay pretty well. You could probably make a pretty decent living.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the chef was like, "Who chipped this plate?" You're like, "Oh fuck." Oh God, I hope that he thinks Johnny did it. Like, I don't know what the chef was like there, but I would imagine the standards are so high. I mean, I've never been anywhere close to a Michelin star.
Yeah.
Experience anywhere. You've been in a AAA 4-diamond restaurant.
Yeah.
And you played a big role there, but I don't think that those standards compared to a Michelin star. I mean, it's like still training wheels compared to chasing down a Michelin star.
For sure. Yeah.
I think nearly every town could have. Well, anybody who goes any restaurant in a city that with a moderate or a decent population that attempts it and finds the right staff can probably acquire that 4-diamond award. Now we only have 2 here, and you worked at one of them, and so I'm not throwing shade on it by any means.
Yeah.
But there's no way in hell we're gonna get a Michelin star in South Bend, Mishawaka, Elkhart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think they base some of it, actual location and surroundings too.
Yeah, I agree. I think that there's a world difference between 4-diamond and an actual Michelin star, especially someplace like French Laundry that is world renowned. But that's a tough one for me, honestly. But I think I'm gonna go with the Willis Tower. I'm gonna go for the higher pay there. I think that's a job you can retire off of.
Yeah.
And it would be demanding, but it'd be worth it.
I went in there last time I was in Chicago and just walked around, and there's a food court and everything. And I'm sure that was just the tip of the iceberg, but there's a lot of people eating in there. And that was just the main level. And there was I think there was a Starbucks at the entrance. Then you go in and they had 8 to 10 concepts in this food court. And they all looked pretty good, but I wasn't hungry. And then I think there was more if you go up, and obviously I'm sure that there's in-house catering that isn't really open to the public, and there's probably a lot going on there. VIP meetings that just need a breakfast buffet set before they get there, all that type of stuff. But I bet you that money is good.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
$250,000 potentially. I don't know. I bet you it's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. A lead bartender at a Miami nightclub, or a corn farmer in Indiana.
This is gonna sound hilarious.
Oh shit.
But
the underdog.
Yeah, a bartender at a nightclub in Miami sounds like a terrible fucking gig for me. I'm extremely introverted. I don't like clubs. I don't drink really,
Yeah.
So that sounds like hell to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the corn farm.
The corn farm in Indiana.
That's more my speed right there.
You're not leaving. You're staying right here, planting some corn.
I wouldn't mind being a farmer.
Okay.
Be a good life.
The recipe holder and lead distiller of Jack Daniels.
Cool.
Or a line cook at an American-themed casual restaurant in Tokyo.
That sounds pretty cool. Well, as we determined on the last podcast, Jack Daniels is disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't go too well.
Sorry to anybody out there that likes Jack Daniels.
Imagine that
Not a
job,
fan.
though.
What was it again?
The recipe holder and lead distiller of Jack Daniels. I don't know if that's like an actual title, but I imagine there's few people that have the recipe.
Yeah, there's somebody in charge.
So
of
there's
the
some
operation
value
over
there.
Yeah.
Value assumed.
Well, yeah, that does sound like a pretty cool gig. However, I don't know that I could pass up the opportunity to be living in Tokyo.
That's what I was thinking.
That sounds really cool to me.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go with that.
I mean, Tennessee is beautiful.
Not bad, but
Tokyo
it's not
seems,
Tokyo.
I would like to see Tokyo as well. Okay, a line cook, and I also feel like a line cook at an American-themed restaurant. So you're pretty comfortable with what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then you're probably making enough money to have a sustainable life and actually like enjoy the culture of Tokyo.
If we had to go with my actual skill sets,
That's a good fit too.
that's one of the only jobs that I would actually qualify for on all of this.
I don't think so, but I think it would be the most comfortable, you
Yeah.
know, or you just be like, well, this is going to be a breeze. Like if you want a cultural experience and you're not worried about the job that you're moving
Yeah.
for, unless they don't speak any English anywhere. Okay, so luxury cruise line cook versus private chef for a traveling celebrity.
I'm gonna go with the traveling celebrity.
Whoa.
But you know what, man? It kind of depends on who it is.
Chief Keef.
Yeah, let's do it.
You doing it? Wow, bro, you're going to get shot. Private. Okay, I'm going to change this. Private
High.
chef
You get high a lot.
for Chief Keef on tour. That's crazy. That's crazy that you said, yeah, that's a yes. Okay, test kitchen chef for Wendy's or a French, a sommelier in France, surrounded by ugly, stinky men. No, it's whatever you want it to be. You're a sommelier in French. They're in France. You can imagine that to be however you think. It's a pretty rare job worldwide.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the sommelier in France for sure.
Okay.
Dude, I don't think that I could live with myself very well if I had to be the guy who's coming up with new bullshit for Wendy's to get people addicted to.
And if you're listening, it's okay. We still love you.
Yeah. Shout out Wendy's.
Okay, a self-employed Caribbean fisherman or the F&B manager for Willis Tower.
I'm gonna take the Willis Tower.
Dang. See, you like to like buckle into something that is going to give you longevity.
Yeah, I think so. The Caribbean fisherman job, I don't know. Seems like fun, but yeah, that Willis Tower gig, like I said, you do that for a few years, and you could end up raking out a lot of money there.
Yeah.
Oh.
It would be interesting to go back to this and say that you can only do it for 2 years.
Yeah.
Because on some of these, you'd be like, oh, shit, I thought I had a career. This one, I think I already know, but you surprised me with this one last time. A corn farmer in Indiana or a line cook at an American-themed casual restaurant in Tokyo.
Yeah, I'm going with Tokyo on that.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Tokyo. Okay, we're slimming it down. A private chef for Chief Keef on a 2-year tour across America or the world. What do you want to do here?
Let's do a world tour.
World tour of
Yeah.
with Chief Keef,
I
his
don't-
private chef.
Well, he might be doing world tours, but
I have no idea. Or a sommelier in France. Significantly different lifestyles.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, partying with Chief Keef every night, or
I don't know why that sounds
Hanging out with
exciting to you at all, bro.
beautiful women. Yeah, let's go with the sommelier.
Doing it?
I think, like I said, sommelier is going to go far in this one. This just seems like something that I would actually aspire to be in real life.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
I don't think that I would aspire to be Chief Keef's chef.
No, bro. I mean, somebody is maybe, but it's probably like somebody they grew up with.
Yeah.
I would bet, I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but I guess one thing to consider for that is, your whole lifestyle becomes like submerged in an alcoholic beverage.
Yeah.
And somebody who doesn't like to drink, you still feel like that's a path that you want to follow. I mean, if that's the problem though, and you're hanging with Chief Keef, like I guess I don't know which ones. You probably have more control as a sommelier.
To be the only sober person on Chief Keef's tour bus.
You probably have to be. All right, the next one is your food and beverage manager job at the Willis Tower, or the line cook at an American-themed casual restaurant in Tokyo. Now that's a tough decision.
That is tough.
You've got a career in Chicago or a cultural change, maybe a comfortable enough lifestyle in Tokyo.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And I think at this point you also have to consider, the lifestyle, because I bet that the Willis Tower job is very demanding. It's probably one of those jobs that you can't really technically take any time off, Like
Can you even enjoy Chicago?
Right, yeah.
If you're a line cook at TGI Fridays Tokyo, I mean, you're out singing karaoke on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You're slurping ramen with the chicas. They don't have chicas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're doing it, man. You're meeting you're meeting Japanese friends who have like a new style of jokes, and you're learning a new style of humor. You know what I mean? They got vending machines with fucking, I don't know, what do they got in the vending machines?
Used panties or whatever.
Used panties? Bro, it's just a crazy, I think Tokyo is so interesting.
Yeah.
I think, I've never been there. And I don't think that I would fit in very well in Tokyo because I'm a pretty big
Probably
dude.
not. I've heard they're pretty racist.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well then consider that.
But what if they're not? What if that's just, I don't know. What if you get over there and like all the girls think you're sexy?
Yeah. I mean, this restaurant, we have to assume this restaurant's doing well so that there's a hunger for this American culture.
Yeah. Well, I think you sold me on that. Let's go with I'm going to leave behind the fortune and fame of the Willis Tower. I'm going to fly to Tokyo.
Okay. So now what we have is the finals. You have a sommelier, a trained expert of wine in one of the most beautiful winelands of the entire world in France. The beautiful home overlooking grape vineyards and nude women and men everywhere.
Everyone's nude.
Everybody, you're nude. You have dogs, just nice, soft dogs.
They're also nude.
You don't even have to take them on walks. They just poop in the potty. You are one of the rarest breeds of hospitality in the world. You are a sommelier in the chosen land of France.
Yeah.
Or a line cook.
I'm going sommelier.
Or you? Oh, really?
Yeah. I think. Well,
You're not going to Tokyo. You're going to France. But I find it interesting that both of them, you left the U.S. You found your way out of the U.S. for sure.
maybe that's telling as to my true desires.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sommelier job. Oh, just wine has always been interesting to me. Just the process in which it's made, and the line cooking gig. I think that would be fun just because of where I am.
Yeah.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm still just a line cook. I think there's a little prestige that comes with the sommelier. So, yeah, and France just seems awesome as well.
Yeah.
So if you could live in one of those, which would it be, France or Tokyo?
Me? Live?
Let's say Paris or Tokyo.
If I was younger, Tokyo.
Let's go to sleep in Paris.
Wake up in Tokyo. Yeah, I would, if I was younger, if you were asking when I was 18, it would be Tokyo. I think that it's like, but I don't think that Tokyo would be the lifestyle for me in entering the second half of my life. I don't think that Tokyo is where I would want to be.
Yeah.
It would interest me, and maybe in a different life cycle, I would choose to make that leap. But I don't know. I think I would always question. I think if I went to Tokyo, I wouldn't question much what I left behind in France. But if I went to France, I might always question what I left behind in Tokyo, because I would bet that the cultural change from here to Tokyo is a bigger change than to France, which would be a much different, but I picture like a laid back traditional community versus forward advancing tech community with like totally different interests. And I don't know. Tokyo is very interesting to me.
Yeah. I think I'd probably fit in Tokyo. I don't know why. But.
Yeah. At this age, France, younger age, Tokyo for me. What about this? A line cook at an American themed restaurant in France or a sommelier in Tokyo?
Well, I think I'm still taking this. I think the reason why I went with that was because of the sommelier. Well, for one, I don't think there's any sommeliers in Tokyo. I'll say that. I don't think that they make wine in Tokyo, do they?
You don't have to make wine there to be a sommelier.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
You just have to know wine there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there it is. Steve's dream job. Who knew it? A sommelier in France. You're going to stay up all night rolling around trying to figure out if that's true or not. You're going to be Googling it like, hang on, bro. Should I be a sommelier?
I want to take just a few seconds to tell you about our promotional partner, SNIBBS Footwear. Non-slip footwear reimagined. I can't overstate how much of a difference a great work shoe makes. You can go to snibbs.co/wefeedthem. That's SNIBBS.co/wefeedthem. Or you can follow the link in our description and you can get $20 off with our promo code. Save yourself from the aches and pains. Buy a pair of SNIBBS today.
And support the podcast. Don't be down when you work a double, you dork. Just dubby down and dominate.
That's right. We are proud to be sponsored by Dubby Energy. This is great stuff. It's made from coffee extract, plenty of vitamins for you. You chug this right before your shift, and you'll be going like a bee.
Use code WeFeedThem at dubby.gg for 10% off and to support the podcast. We do get a kickback, so every time you energize, we get the prize, baby. Dubby.gg. Use code WeFeedThem. Wow, thanks for listening to those messages by our paid partners.
Yeah, I went out and bought 7 pairs of SNIBBS just now.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's because he has 14 feet.
Dubby.
Yeah, you can tell. You're off the fucking charts right now. Okay, I'm going to write down just so that you have, don't look.
All right.
Do you remember how I explained this to you? Could you explain it?
How you explained it to me.
How we're going to play this little game here?
I don't even fully remember what it is.
Okay. I have 6 well-known celebrity chefs.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you those names. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to read to you jobs that they have had, and you try to match it with who it was.
Okay.
And I think you'll know all of these. I'll just tell you as I'm writing them down. We have Julia Child, Guy Fieri, Anthony Bourdain, Gordon Ramsay. Oh, I can speak louder or faster than I can write. Anne Burrell, do you know her?
I don't think so.
Anne Burrell, she has a spiky, bleach blonde hair.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I can picture her, yeah.
She was like, I don't know if I don't watch any Food Network stuff anymore, but
look, she just looks like a lesbian stepmom.
He said it, not me.
Tell me it's not true though.
Wolfgang Puck.
Wolfgang Puck.
You can read my handwriting?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've never done this before. It just seems like it could be just a fun exercise. Yeah. So Steve has 6 celebrity chefs who we just read out: Julia Child, Guy Fieri, Anthony Bourdain, Wolfgang Puck, Anne Burrell, Gordon Ramsay. And I looked up jobs. I started looking up first jobs in hospitality they ever had. And I found it kind of tough to match some of them. So I just went with like just jobs anytime in their career that they've had. Some of them might have been the top of their career. Some of them might have been along the way. But so just jobs that they've had in their career. And
who's your favorite out of this list?
Favorite how? Like
I don't know,
to watch?
Just, you know.
I don't know. I've always liked Guy Fieri. Julia Child's like
iconic.
Yeah, and I've like occasionally, a couple times I've tried to mimic her recipes, and I guess I felt like maybe I don't understand. I didn't really like it. I thought it was missing a lot. So I just started changing it halfway through and I was like, this ain't going to work, you know? I'm not trying to be disrespectful to her. I just felt like, and obviously she's much, much more of high skilled with food than I am by like a landslide. I just felt like some of her food didn't fit maybe the 2020s and my family's, you know, desires.
Yeah.
But I love her voice. I love watching her. She had what was that guy that was on with her later on?
It's her husband, right?
No, that was not her husband.
Oh, okay.
Oh God! But sometimes he would make something. He'd be like, "Well, today we're going to do this," and she would be like, "You can't do that. That's not right." And it would be kind of funny to watch them. He'd be like, "Listen, you can salt your water," and she goes, "You shouldn't salt the water. That's not how you do it." And I liked watching them kind of bicker and go back and forth. I always thought Ann Burrell was pretty cool. I don't know. I'm kind of weird about Gordon Ramsay. I feel like he's a dick, but he's not a dick. And that's just mean.
What do you mean by that?
He's built a career on being disrespectful.
Yeah.
I think that it's sort of...
I mean, it's obviously played up.
Yeah, but I just think that like, it's made people misunderstand this industry.
Yeah.
It was like, I remember you were telling me how the movie Waiting didn't really give people a fair visual into the industry.
Yeah.
And so now Hollywood didn't really want to fuck with the industry anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like Gordon Ramsay made people think that that's the way to manage, and it's made people with like underskilled assholes in this industry. It's unnecessary. And I don't think in an industry of people who are already feeling like tattered and beat up, thrown away, who found a home in hospitality, should be met with this like, if you don't want to cook this anymore, the cow would be bloody mooing, you fucking idiot. Like, I don't think that was, I don't know. I don't really appreciate that.
Yeah, I think that there was a period of time where that was just kind of the culture of kitchens. I don't know why chefs are such dicks.
Was that the culture, or was that the TV,
just,
and then it bled into people who were like, "Oh, that's how I'm supposed to act."
Yeah,
I don't know.
Might have been, but
Guy Fieri would be my favorite of these. I think overall, I like Guy.
Yeah, I think there's a special place in all cooks' hearts for Anthony Bourdain.
I don't feel that way.
Really?
Just because I have nothing against him. I just don't really. I guess I missed it. Like I had his celebrity status. Like when he died, I didn't really know who he was, to be honest. When did he die?
Huh? When did he die?
Do you remember?
I want to say it was probably like 2016, 2017.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I watched like some Food Network when I was coming up of age, and it was like Gordon Ramsay and Emerald, Julia Child here and there. So, and Anthony Bourdain, I don't know, dude. I really didn't even know who he was. Like, I remember when he passed and everybody was like, holy cow. It was like Michael Jackson died or something. I didn't understand it. And I'm not trying to disrespect his legacy by any stretch. I just didn't know. I didn't know. And I still really don't know. I haven't really investigated his career much. But I know that a lot of people feel very, I don't know, connected to him.
All right, well, let's give me some jobs here.
Okay. Okay, you ready?
Sure.
All right, here we go. The first one will be here we go. You ready? Here we go. A fry cook at McDonald's.
Which one of these guys was a fry cook at McDonald's?
And from what I can tell, only one of them had been a fry cook at McDonald's.
Really?
As an actual employed position. And do you want a little pen? You can just like put notes and you can give your final answers afterwards. But
Okay.
I'd like to know who you think off the jump.
Well, I'm going to say who I don't think, first of all.
Okay.
Julia Child was not a fry cook at McDonald's. There's no fucking way. I can't even picture that. Gordon Ramsay, I would say just because he's British for some reason, that makes it less likely. I mean, I know there are McDonald's in Britain, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
Wolfgang Puck also seems unlikely.
I think two of them jump off the page.
I would say Anthony Bourdain and Guy Fieri are both kind of seem like I could picture them as fry cooks at McDonald's. You know. I mean, should I tell you now or?
Yeah, I guess just like earmark one and be like, this is who I'm gonna say roughly for right now.
All right. For now, I'm just gonna say Guy Fieri.
Okay. All right. The next one we're gonna have they sold soft pretzels on a 3-wheeled bicycle cart called the Awesome Pretzel Cart. And I will say that this was their first job. Their first job ever.
The Awesome Pretzel Cart.
Yep.
Were they fucking 13 years old?
They were 10.
Oh, okay. See, that sounds like some Guy Fieri shit right there. I'm picturing Guy Fieri as a 10-year-old, the same
The same haircut.
frosted tips. Yeah.
Excuse me.
The Awesome Pretzel Cart. That might have been like some Gordon Ramsay or I don't know, it could even be Anne Burnell. Say Anne Burnell.
Okay.
She's a pretzel lady.
Okay, this one was a little bit difficult because I'm probably going to give away a lot of like hints here. Their career was really in like they didn't really have any small jobs. Like they were very into educating and entertaining. All these people ended up being entertainers at the very, most of them educators in their own sense, but their first official job, from what I could tell, well, it doesn't matter. Just one of the official jobs that they had was a founder of L'École des Trois Gourmands.
Which what?
L'École des Trois Gourmands, which was an informal cooking school designed to teach French cooking.
Well, that's got to be Julia Child. There's no
to American women.
Yeah, that's Julia Child, dude.
And
the French chef.
L'École des Trois Gourmands, if I'm saying that right, and I think I might be L'École. I practiced a lot today. L'École des Trois Gourmands means the school of 3 hearty eaters. So you're saying Julia Child?
I would say the lady who had the show called The French Chef was probably.
I mean, we got some French shit here. I don't know. I can't.
Is Wolfgang Puck French? I know he's foreign.
I don't know.
Oh, I think that's got to be Julia Child.
All right. The next one, a dishwasher at a restaurant called the Flagship Restaurant.
I'm pretty sure that was Anthony Bourdain.
Okay. Don't you already have something for him? No, you don't.
I said Guy Fieri was McDonald's fry cook.
Okay. Did I say private chef on a yacht yet?
No.
Okay, private chef on a yacht.
So that's down to Wolfgang Puck or Gordon Ramsay.
And they did this job for 1 year.
I could visualize either of these guys being a private chef on a yacht. That sounds like right up their alley.
Do you want some more hints?
Yeah, sure. You throw them in.
Okay, they took this job to escape the high stress of their top tier restaurant jobs in London and France.
Also sounds like it could be either one of these guys.
That's why I thought that would be a fun hint to give you, because I think it could be either one of those guys too.
I'm going to say Wolfgang.
All right, and the last job, head chef of La Tour in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Indianapolis?
Mm-hmm. La Tour, the head chef.
Okay, now I don't think that Gordon Ramsay was a head chef in Indianapolis. So this is making me question all of this. So which one of these guys or ladies do I think could have been a head chef in Indianapolis?
At La Tour.
And that
if I'm saying that correctly. La Tour.
Well, shit. I guess Indianapolis, bro?
Indianapolis. Yeah. Where you're a corn farmer.
Yeah. What celebrity chef is going to Indianapolis? I guess they weren't a celebrity at the time. Shoot.
Yeah, I don't think many of these people were celebrities at the time of these jobs.
So I'm gonna call a bit of an audible here, and I'm gonna give that one to Anne Burrell.
Okay.
I think she was a chef in Indy.
You think Wolfgang was the?
I think Gordon Ramsay had the pretzel cart as a child. Wolfgang Puck
You can arrange your final answers now that you've heard them all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much going with it. So this is what I got. Julia Child had a job where she taught American women French cuisine.
That is correct. She was a co-founder of l'École des Trois Gourmands. Nailed it, I think. Let me say, what else? Which was in Paris.
Guy Fieri, I said, was a McDonald's fry cook.
Incorrect.
Damn. So who was the McDonald's fry cook then?
The McDonald's fry cook, Anne Burrell.
Anne Burrell was a McDonald's fry
Yeah.
cook.
And she told the MSG network later in her career that she only eats fast food when push comes to shove. And when she does, she prefers In-N-Out. And if people don't know Anne Burrell, I think she might be the least known in this, but she was the sous chef for Iron Chef Morimoto on Iron Chef. And I think most people know Iron Chef Morimoto. I think he was the only American Iron Chef that came from the original Iron Chef in Japan to America to be in the second version of Iron Chef America. Yeah. Masaharu Morimoto, I think it was. No, I'm sorry. She was the sous chef for Mario Batali on Iron Chef.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I was thinking about Morimoto because earlier I was trying to find something that he did, but he had a kind of a complex career and I couldn't figure it out. So she was Mario Batali's sous chef on Iron Chef.
All I know is I want to watch Iron Chef right now.
Hell yeah, it's good.
Great show.
All right, so where were we left off? The soft pretzels?
So I had Anne Burrell as the
McDonald's.
pretzel lady. So that's obviously not right. So let's just do it this way. What was Guy Fieri's?
Guy Fieri, when he was 10 years old, him and his father built a pretzel cart and sold soft pretzels as the awesome pretzel cart in California. Who would have guessed that he was from California based on the way that he looked? So I think Anne Burrell also, and they had the exact same hair.
I see. That's probably why I was picturing the kid,
Yeah.
Could have been one of the
Couldn't
other.
figure out which one it was.
Yeah.
They have the same body type, same hair, same career path.
Well, the difference is one of them's wearing flames.
Yeah. From what I could tell, Guy Fieri had the earliest, he was the earliest worker.
Awesome pretzel cart just sounds like him too,
Yeah.
I could see him saying that.
Check out the awesome pretzel cart.
Yeah.
Like he came up with some badass name. They're like, the awesome pretzel cart. I bet he sold some fucking pretzels. What's next?
I said Anthony Bourdain was a dishwasher.
Yes. He was the dishwasher at the flagship restaurant in Cape Cod, and he described it in the Kitchen Confidential as the Dreadnought.
I was going to say, I was pretty sure that was part of his book.
Yeah.
A chapter in his book.
So I've heard a lot about Kitchen Confidential. Maybe I should read it someday.
Yeah, I've not read it either, but I know about it. I know some of the things of it. So,
what do you have next?
Gordon Ramsay. So, I can't even read my own handwriting here. So let's go. Wolfgang Puck, I said, was a yacht chef.
Incorrect.
So that had to have been Ramsay, right?
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay was a chef on a private yacht for a year. And I said it earlier, but apparently he said that he took the job to escape the stress of his London and French kitchens. It was just like building up. And so this was like a moment for him to travel and see different perspectives of food and I guess just kind of catch up. So that leaves one, that's just one left, right?
Wolfgang Puck was a chef
Puck.
in Indianapolis.
He was a head chef at Latour in Indianapolis, which is the 35th floor of the Indiana National Bank building. So there you have it, which I think was a French restaurant.
Sounds like it.
So we had, and I think, so Wolfgang Puck and Julia Child were like very French heavy.
Yeah.
I believe. And you have Guy Fieri and Anne Burrell, very California forward folk, and Gordon Ramsay and Anthony Bourdain. Where's Anthony Bourdain from? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I should look it up, but man.
Which of these jobs?
I bet he's from like the Southwest or something.
Which of these jobs would you take first? Like, which would you be most interested in?
Which would I be most interested in?
Yeah. Well, I think it's kind of down to like, if I had to guess.
Riding around selling pretzels on a car.
Yeah, dude.
Anthony Bourdain is from New York, by the way.
Okay.
well.
So I think that
Not McDonald's fry cook, I can tell you that.
I think that was her first job, and I even saw like a little article that said she sort of like she doesn't even want to consider it her. She seems kind of ashamed of the McDonald's job because she was quoted in saying that she only eats fast food when push comes to shove. She prefers In-N-Out, and the article said something about that. She considers her first job to be some of like the more highly regarded positions that she had, and I think in New York, maybe. I don't know where she's from. Maybe it's not California.
I think that McDonald's was one of the fast food restaurants I've not worked at, and for some reason, I've never really had. I mean, even when I was looking for fast food jobs, I don't know. I felt like I looked down on McDonald's, even though I was like flipping burgers at Wendy's. I was like, but which is silly, I think.
Whatever. You know what you want.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
I think this should be a reminder to everybody that's listening that some of the more world-renowned chefs still started out just like you, and even like I remember Julia Child's first job was. I guess her life, there's a movie out and I would love to see it and I haven't watched it just because, well, I'll be honest, when I watch documentaries of people who I see as sort of like idols, it sort of disrupts my thoughts of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's not done very, very well, like the Bob Marley movie, oh, come on, dude, that was not it.
Yeah. Did you see the Michael Jackson movie that's coming out?
No.
Stars like his nephew.
No.
It's
But
like,
Michael
let's not do
Jackson's a
that.
whole mess, dude. I don't know. But Julia Child,
I think that's a discussion
her
for another
husband was a
podcast.
restaurateur.
Yeah.
So that was before she went to Le Cordon Bleu.
Maybe that's why I assumed the guy on the show was her husband.
Yeah, but that's not. I'm pretty sure of it. I can't remember his name. Guy Fieri. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I think it's a made up name anyway. So but I think
that's made up. I think it's
Yes.
real.
I'm pretty sure I think that's a stage name.
I think that he has had a lot of jobs in the industry. Like, I think that he paid his dues as much as anybody.
Yeah. Also,
Anthony Bourdain, I believe, has as well, right?
I think that a lot of these guys also, for what it's worth, kind of struck it rich and famous later on in life, which, I mean, is also kind of gives you hope.
Gives us hope, man. We got a podcast.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
And
as far as
Wolfgang Puck, I think that he was like the type that kind of came out and just hit school. I don't know. I think that was his life story a bit.
hit school.
Yeah, like he went to culinary school.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Amberelle, I think she was, obviously she worked at McDonald's, so she's seen a little bit of the other side. And Gordon Ramsay, I don't really know. He's been around. I think Gordon Ramsay's cooking has sort of become, it's almost like the dictionary. You know what I mean? Like when
the
you're
Bible
like,
for cooking.
yeah, hey, how do you make this thing? If there's a Gordon Ramsay, if I look something up and I don't know it, if there's a Gordon Ramsay recipe, I assume that it's the most unadulterated, like pure recipe for how to do this the right way. And it's this is the right way. Like he has, in this generation, he has sort of written the book. They're updated, or you go to something that might be a classic recipe from the 40s or 50s. If he's written it, it's updated to be, 90s, 2000s. I would say. But sometimes I'll be like looking up, I don't know, he'll be like, I've made the best burger that there is. That's an Australian accent.
Yeah.
And he'll do some shit that I'm like, that's not even a burger. What are you doing, bro? But I don't know. I think that Gordon Ramsay, his talent is quite obvious.
Yeah. Well, all of these people, other than Guy Fieri.
He's cooked. Most of his stuff was trying to like uplift other restaurateurs.
Yeah.
Because Diners, Drives, and Dives hit off. But he cooked. He had a show where he was like doing the Rachel Ray thing where he was like, today I'm going to show you guys how to make the coolest, meatiest, awesome pretzels. You know what I mean? Like meaty pretzels, I don't know. But I remember that show. Do you remember it?
I don't.
I want to say it had like, what do you think? It had like a retro mint chocolate chip colored refrigerator and then like a stove that was always shooting fire out. And then he was wearing a flame button up like Ricky on the Trailer Park Boys. And he was like, today I'm going to show you how to make a fucking burger. And then, I don't know. It was it was just very him. But he's been so unapologetically him, even when people make fun of him for him. Like, it doesn't seem like he did this just to get famous. It seemed like this dude probably got made fun of a lot, in high school.
If he wasn't famous, he would still just be.
I'm pretty sure, dude. I'm pretty sure. He really strikes me as genuine, which is not my first impression of the guy, but I think he's very genuine.
You don't think it's all an act?
I don't think so, dude. I really don't. I think that he's also involved in like some awesome charitable things and scholarships. I could be wrong, so maybe I shouldn't even say that, but there you have it. So Steve's dream job was sommelier in France, and then there's some backstory on some of the more famous chefs in the world. And so find some encouragement in that.
I think this is a really cool segment that you came up with here.
Oh,
we should
thanks.
do more stuff like that.
Yeah, we could probably come up with a couple variations of it.
Podcast update.
We're fucking. Oh, you have something?
No, I was gonna ask how many viewers did we lose off of it?
Oh, you know what? I think that we've been coasting. I don't think we've grown for like 3 episodes. But we haven't been moving backwards.
That's good.
But we have not been promoting. Like we talked about when we kind of get down to like the brass tacks and we try to talk business. We talk about advertising and trying to reach a bigger audience, and we have not done that. And that's just because we've been trying to catch up.
Yeah.
And so,
also, money's been pretty tight for both of us.
Oh yeah,
transparency.
Dude. I showed Steve a picture of my bank account today, and he was like, "Mine's worse," and I was like, "What? No way!"
I won't say mine's worse. My bank account's not worse, but
okay, well, fuck you, buddy.
Well, all of the money in my bank account's spoken for.
Yeah.
I've got bills that are due. I mean, today's the 1st.
You know what hurts for me? When I get an email and it says, you have a balance update. And I go, oh, fuck. Because I have those alerts set to when it's like below a certain amount or when it's negative. And it was like, you have a balance update. And I'm like, I don't even want to fucking look, dude. I don't want to look.
Yeah, I just paid that big ass tax bill. So I'm pretty well strapped right now. And yeah, it's just kind of a bummer. It reminds me of old times back in the day, just kind of scraping to get by and scrounging through the couch cushion trying to find change to
I don't know what some of the people that work for us, I don't know what they're doing, because we are in management levels in this industry and we are really struggling to get by. And we have people working for us that are making less, and we've been there. But like you said, we feel now like we did then, but the balance was different. The balance was different.
But it's also interesting because like the situation that I've found myself in, I could get by just fine if I had a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get into my situation too much, but I'll just say that like I pay a lot on my mortgage, and there's just a lot of expenditure that I think if I had more foresight in the past wouldn't be so necessary. But regardless, I am where I am, and I think that this $4 gasoline is not helping matters at all.
It went down.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
He'll be all right.
It
It doesn't affect me as much, so I shouldn't even. I'm sorry. Because I drive a hybrid. I live 1.5 miles from work. My fiance it's like 2 miles to her job. The school for our kids are right around the corner. We can really consolidate if we need to.
Yeah, I have a commute, and I used to pay $30 a week in gas, and I pay $50 now. And it's an extra $80 a month. That's significant. That's like my internet bill. So
what's your phone service?
Xfinity.
Did you have it with your internet?
I have it with my
It's
internet.
probably a pretty good setup then, huh?
Oh yeah, dude. I was going through Verizon.
We did too.
I was going through Verizon, and they were charging, I don't know, it was ridiculous. For 2 lines, it was like $220 or some shit. It was wild. And then I talked to Xfinity, and I can't even remember why I called. I think I called because my contract was up for my internet, and I just called to be like, hey, is there any way that I can negotiate a new contract before you guys hit me with something? And the guy was basically like, hey, well, here's a deal. We'll pay your phone off and then give you free phone service for a year. And I was like, well, why the fuck would I not want to do that? So
Xfinity's tricky, dude. We did the same thing, and it's been good. It's actually very good phone service, but somehow the bill has found its way back up, and now we're like scratching our heads again, and we're just back to square one, which is how Xfinity operates.
I haven't checked.
I was asking because for a moment before we hooked up with Xfinity, I was with T-Mobile, and I just left T-Mobile. I had my phone paid off, so I just left T-Mobile and I went with Cricket. And you have to pay. Is it Cricket?
Yeah,
I think I paid 3 months. No, not Cricket. Maybe it is Cricket. Shit, I can't remember. I looked at prepaid services, and I ended up paying 3 months ahead, which was the price of 1 month with T-Mobile. And service was a little bit weaker. But what I found, dude, is that most of the time you have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Like you're at work with Wi-Fi, you're at home with Wi-Fi. So you have your commute, and if you want to listen to a couple things, like I know you like CDs, but also you have Apple Music, you can just download a couple things and listen to them. And if somebody needs to get a hold of you, the thing is, if somebody has to call you in that 40-minute drive from work to home, there's still a chance that you're going to ignore it until you park where there's Wi-Fi anyways.
Actually, when I was with Verizon, I had a Samsung Galaxy that I'd come to find out I must have dropped it in the wrong way or something. And I checked this out online, and there was some kind of fault with that specific model of Galaxy that sometimes if you drop it the wrong way, the antenna on the inside of the phone would like jostle or whatever. Whatever happened, it just made my service completely spotty. And honestly, didn't change my life much. I just dealt with it for like 8 months. And to be honest with you, it was a little bit liberating. Just not being able to be reached for certain periods of time.
And you just be like, hey, it was Mint Mobile.
Mint Mobile.
You're just like, I have Mint, you know that. So sometimes you can't get a hold of me.
Yeah.
But I think I just mentioned it because it was just in a moment where I go, I'm not spending this kind of money anymore, dude. And then I switched to Mint, and there was a bit of a noticeable dip, but I was like, I'm not paying an extra $80 a month just so I can have good service while I travel from A to B. When I'm not, I can still make phone calls, but I don't know. I know people who just don't even have service. They just have a phone,
Yeah.
And because you'll be like, why were you late? And they're like, I didn't have Wi-Fi. And you're like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what you mean. And they go, I didn't have Wi-Fi. That's all. My phone doesn't even work. So they like call you through Facebook Messenger because especially with Messenger, you have so many of your contacts right there.
Yeah.
But
hey, I did want to ask you about something. I don't think that we covered this on the podcast, but I just remembered it today. You told me like 4 weeks ago to ask you about the ketchup story. Do you remember?
Dude, okay. I'll try to make this one short. Okay. I was in charge of a kitchen, and one of my major goals was to make sure we didn't run out of things. And it was a pretty big kitchen, and I wasn't over my head. I think I had a pretty good grasp of it, but there were so many moving parts that sometimes things would still sneak past me. The truck came in, and I had a couple dudes in the basement putting the truck away, and I was like dealing with operations upstairs, and one of the servers was portioning ketchups, and she was like, we don't have any more ketchup. And I was like, yeah, we do. And I called for downstairs. I was like, hey, bring the ketchup up. And they're like, we don't have any ketchup. What? Well, look, it's either there or I ordered it. And they're like, it didn't come on the truck. And I said, then it must be down there. And they're like, it's not down there. And we had tickets going. We were busy as hell. And I was like, we're out of ketchup? Are you kidding me?
Shit.
And so I just thought, we can't be out of ketchup. And this place didn't even sell. We didn't even need ketchup that much, It's a fucking steakhouse for the most part. But I like to prove a point, I guess, to everybody and myself. I started making ketchup. So I was like, bring me the tomato paste. And then I had like vinegar and sugar and stuff upstairs. And so I just started making ketchup, and it takes a while to reduce it down and get to where you need to be. And so I started it at the peak of lunch service, and then I finished it right before dinner service. And so lunch service finishes off, and then you start prepping for dinner. And even then you're like 100 miles per hour in this kitchen. You don't really get a break until everything's prepped and the reservations have not come in yet. That's when you can go like, Okay, we're ready. We're ready. Okay, let's go smoke let's go smoke cigarettes, take a poop, whatever you got to do.
Let's go smoke a poop.
So all that happened. I made ketchup from scratch. I go downstairs, and the ketchup is right where it should be. There
Naturally.
it is. Yeah. And are you kidding me, dude? I just made ketchup from scratch.
How was the ketchup, though, that you made?
It didn't taste like Heinz. I don't know if we used it. I think it was, I remember, we probably ended up divvying it into the cocktail sauce because we sold a lot of shrimp cocktail there.
The idea of you, like, taking your time out in the middle of a busy service to make ketchup to prove a point.
Yeah, well, I think I just like Googled some ratios real quick, just like ketchup recipe. And they were like 2 cups of this, 3 cups of that, 4 cups, whatever. And I was like, I got it. Okay, cool. Hey, and then a lot of that stuff was just right there. So I just grabbed a pot and put a number 10 can of this in there. And that's 2 cups of vinegar and then a couple cups of sugar and some salt. I don't remember all that was in it. So don't dog me on my ketchup recipe right now because I don't remember. And I just threw it on the stove and then got back to work. You know what I mean? It didn't really throw me off too much. But then it was just constantly
It probably would have taken you just as much time to go downstairs and point out the fucking ketchup and say,
so
hey,
many people told me it wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, it's really not there, I guess. Well, that's it. That's the ketchup story.
Well, let that be a lesson to anybody listening. Don't trust anybody when they say that we're out of something.
Trust but verify. I worked with a guy that always said that, and I say it a lot now because somebody will be like, we don't have this. Are you sure? Go look again, please, because it's right next to the cheddar cheese. And they'll come back, we don't have any cheese curds. And I'll go, okay. And I'll walk past them and I'll be like, hey, I trust you, but I got to verify.
Because sometimes they'll go straight to the servers and they'll tell the servers, like,
86 it. Take it out of the computer.
We're 86 brownies. And then it turns out the brownies are just on the speed rack and they just haven't been cut yet. Or something,
You mentioned something about this. This is a real thing that happened.
Yeah.
I think, because I think you mentioned something about it a few weeks ago.
It's happened to me more than once.
That's Brad's situation.
Oh, well, I don't know. Brownie was just the first thing that's come to my head. But yeah.
Something really irked you about when somebody forgot a goddamn brownie.
I guess it always stuck
still
with
there.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's it. And the podcast update, generally, we're flat. I don't know. I mean, thank you guys for listening because we could tell that there's, we have listeners who are tuning in and we're really excited about that. But we've not grown, so we got to get to that next level, and it's really just on us to market it.
It seems like we're getting some decent comments and discussion on social media, which is pretty cool. I've been reading that. And yeah, thank you guys for commenting and just kind of helping build the community. As I always ask that you if you haven't liked on all of our social medias, and subscribe, please. Let your friends know if this is a podcast that you think they'd be interested in. Just kind of hoping to grow and expand. So
share it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, keep on feeding them.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week.